YouTube. Welcome back to another, horror stories. And yeah, my name's Justin. How are you guys all doing? Happy Saturday. And on a side note, before we start this video, and yeah, so as you could tell by the title, these are gonna be backrooms horror stories. So if you're not aware what the backrooms are, they were first seen on a 4chan post on Reddit, and the backrooms has like a whole subreddit itself, and there's like a, a, a trend of it even on YouTube as well. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So, story one. So, once upon a time, there once was, well, one day, a group of these friends were actually like hiking, and they were actually hiking and they were near, well, uh, well, they they had to like actually use like the restroom, and little did one of the friends know out of the friend group, well, they took the wrong turn, and then what is most commonly known within the back rooms. So if you take the wrong turn or just step anywhere, well, no clipping, like you would no clip. Well, this person out of the friend group no clipped into the back rooms, where all these rooms would just be, well, yellow rooms with yellow wallpaper and humming lights, as seen like in an office, would then make this humming sound. And the, well, let's call the guy Tommy. So yeah, this friend named Tommy, well, yeah, this person named Tommy actually started walking through a bit. Then he seen a map and seen that someone was trying to map out the back rooms, which he was on level 0 of the back rooms. And where even, yeah, almond water, he actually did see water that actually like was out of nowhere, and he spared no time. He grabbed it, and there was a bag that he also had on his back to then store a lot of water in there. And then a few steps later, he then encountered like crackers. And like, I know this might not make sense, but nothing would really make sense in the back rooms to begin with. And he started hearing entity, which those would be things that would linger around in the back rooms, which the entity who inhabits the back rooms in level 0 is the bacteria monster. So he had to hide he had to hide somewhere. I know it's like so barren, but there was like a crack within the wall that could actually fit him, and he hid from the bacteria monster. And yeah, so welcome everyone who just joined. And yeah, I've thought of actually telling horror stories on my channel now. I know usually you see horror stories with like animated horror stories, but I thought I would put my own spin on things and try that out for myself and see how that takes. So yeah, story number 2 of the back rooms. So let me just think. It will, if it does take a moment. So these friends were on their way to the park, and this time, 2 friends out of their friend group actually no-clipped into the back rooms, but this time they were in the back rooms level, which was the pool rooms. So they had to be extra cautious. No, actually, not the pool rooms level. Yeah, not the pool rooms level. Actually, no, the pipe dream level. Actually, no. Yeah, the pool rooms and the pipe dream level. So, yeah, they seen a very. I won't do the truffle shuffle, and I know where that is from. Family Guy. No, yeah, it's a cutaway from Family Guy you're referring to. And I like that reference. I think it's from Family Guy. Wait, the truffle shuffle. No, that sounds like it's from The Simpsons. Oh yeah, the Goonies, I forgot. But yeah, there was a long, elongated hallway that Jimmy and Bobby actually seen this entity, which it's actually called the Smiler, and it was actually behind them, and they had to actually run so fast because if it gets you, it's not good if it actually gets you. And they actually did see a light in the distance, which they were. It was actually a spot where they could actually no clip to the pool rooms. And however, how long later, because time could be infinite in the back rooms. So, meanwhile, they end up in the pool rooms. They actually start going in circles and they end up getting lost and they start to see a lot of illusions and they start becoming delusional because the withdrawal of water was like their rations were running very low and the bag that they did have, well, there was rations still in there from when they were on their way to the park. And so yeah, now, well, the moral of the story is things aren't what they seem, and watch where you step because you might not know where you end up next, or you might not know where you end up. So, story number 3. So, yeah, this is the last story of the backrooms. So, yeah. So this man was on his way to work and he was waiting for the bus, but he stepped somewhere different and he fell into the back rooms and no clipped into the party goers level because yeah, the entity that actually inhabitants that actually lingers around in that backrooms level, the partygoers level, is the partygoers. So, like, these guys don't end up having, like, this guy ends up having to escape these partygoers and realizes that he's actually in in a jungle gym. Then he would need to actually escape these partygoers, which he actually does end up escaping and ends up hiding somewhere where the partygoers can't actually get to him, which then he encounters someone that actually was there before him, which then they barricade a door so the partygoers don't get to the two people. So, yeah, that concludes this horror story video of the back rooms. So, bye bye. And consider subscribing because more videos throughout the course of my winter break. So, and yeah, bye bye.